There we are. How's it going, Michael? Hey, welcome to the stream today. I am Bodie Werner, aka Bodie the Movie Maker. Yeah, hello.
I'm here.
Okay, great. And I can see you on the camera from in here. All right, here she is. So, everybody, I'm going to introduce Clare Cooley. She is live with us. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Great. And
How's
so I
your
just want to let everybody know, check out her Patreon, patreon.com/Clare Cooley. It's a great way to stay connected with her work and to support her as an artist, as well as get access to her stencils and a whole bunch of other cool perks that you will get for being a member. Plus some behind the scenes stuff on adapting her memoir, Incandescence Rising Above Darkness, into a TV series. Here is the cover of the book, which the co-founder of Sundance, Serena Catania, called an instant classic. And we have adapted it into a TV series pilot episode and a pitch. And we're going to be putting that out on her Patreon exclusively for the members. And the members right now get access to a bunch of SVG stencil designs for free that you can use with your favorite stencil cutter or photo editing software, whatever cool art project you can create with these. And they're $3 a piece on their own, or you get them all for free for $5 a month, no monthly commitment. So I definitely recommend checking it out. All right, without further ado, it's Clare Cooley with the Creativity Show.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Bodie, always for your technical assistance. I couldn't do it without you. And it is wonderful and gratifying to have such a creative collaborator as my son. My mother was a fine art highly trained academically. I'm an autodidact, self-taught artist, and my son is kind of a combination of the two. He did go to school, I didn't. And so we're a really powerful team. Him with his technical curiosity and abilities, and I'm like a hands-on artist that likes to try to make everything: jewelry, clothes, home decor, fine art, writing, dancing, music. I love it all. And today's live stream is about us taking the next step, which is really challenging for me and for most artists, making a promotional package. I love creating. It's peaceful and it makes me feel really good to share it because it's all about what can we agree on. And that is that, peace is paramount, and it's where everything good comes from, and living in harmony with each other and the planet, nature, especially during this time of disastrous weather events caused by putting CO2 and the other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere ever since the Industrial Revolution. Is throwing things out of balance. So no better time than now to promote coming back into balance with nature and with each other in this time of tremendous divisiveness. I'm all about motivated, inspired, and fulfilled by representing what can we agree on. We can agree that we want peace, we want to be appreciated, we want to be treated respectfully, and that's a good thing to do, to treat everyone else that way, including the environment. So my art is all about that. My writing is all about that. My life is all about that. So making this promo package is, I do what I do because I love doing it and I love sharing it. Promoting it, it's not my skill set. So it's a learning curve, and we really appreciate your feedback. So today we're going to share a video or a number of short videos that Bodhi at 16, while digitizing my enormous paintings, drawings, dishes, furniture designs, art, and all kinds of different categories, said, Mom, I want to do a documentary on you. So he started this documentary at 16 years old, and recently, a few times along the way, he's added some stuff to it. And recently, like yesterday, he added some what I call mosaics, that are pictures that have photographs a lot in one photograph mosaic, to show the depth and breadth of the different things that I've done. And we're going to keep going and refining it. But part of the thing we do on the Creativity Show is share the process, not just the product, the art at the end, but how we achieve it. So in this promotional time we're both in, making these promo packages for me, for him, and for Mother Son Productions, we love to share, show what we're doing, and get your feedback, because it really is about sharing, doing what we love because we love it, but sharing with the world because we think it's the best we have to give the world, and it helps increase positivity and respect in the world, which the world really needs. We all need it.
Can
So
I
the
chime
first,
in real quick?
yes,
Great. Before we get too far off the topic, Michael was complimenting the thumbnail for today's video, which shows you in your crane stencil kimonos. And he said, I love them cranes. This picture reminds me of when I was growing up in the 60s and we were all in a peaceful, loving mode. It's time for it to come back.
Thank you, Michael. I totally, wholeheartedly, with all of my being, agree. There is no better time than now to increase peace in the world. We can only do it by embracing it in ourselves, increasing it in our own hearts and minds, sharing it with our beloveds, sharing it with our community, and giving it to the world. And it is the most important thing any one of us can do, is find peace in our own lives, which is why I shared my book. So many people told me my stories helped them come back to peace and hope, and it would help others. So that's why I wrote them, and that's why I'm so honored my son turned it into a pitch for a television series. And I'm actually shy. I'm the friendly recluse, but I'd be happy if it got far and wide, because if it helps people find more peace, let go of pain, heal, wonderful. And it's worth facing the fear of being out there. So that's why I'm doing it.
So I popped back in because there's another comment. Sue Spencer said, all right, Claire and Bodhi, looking forward to seeing your mosaic video. Yes, increase peace.
Well, how beautiful, Sue. Happy birthday to you. You are one of our beloveds.
Happy birthday, Sue.
Happy birthday to you, dear Sue. And let us dedicate today's show to Sue on her birthday. She is the person that we stopped to visit spontaneously with our friend who was taking us on a tour as we were considering where to move to a decade ago, when Bodhi said, Mom, you didn't exaggerate. People are as nice here as you said they were. I thought you romanticized and forgot about the negative like you tend to do, but you didn't exaggerate. And so, Sue, it was stopping to see you and your family sitting down for a lemonade on the veranda is when Bodhi said, yeah, okay, Duluth. And it was the top of my list since seeing it in, maybe I think I was 18 the first time I saw it, met some friends here that I came back to visit, and in one day, 9 people said you should stay and teach. And I did until I had to go where there were more vegetables. Being a vegetarian at the time back then, I couldn't get enough food for all the dance classes and such. I was teaching dancing into the arts to, every grade level. So I was getting too thin. And so now, all these years later, we came back here, and now I'm so grateful that the same beautiful, creative, like Sue, a musician, we did some videos of her era and Willow Green and such of the musical group she's in, and they're on the Creativity Show. You can check it out at a musical showcase here in the house. So there's so many creative people, and there's so much humility. I think that the deep lake, the inland sea, the nature surrounding this area keeps people aware that we are part of nature, but we are not in control of it. It is our home, and we should treat it with respect. And so the creativity and the helpfulness and humility and respect and collaboration here is why we're here, and we're so grateful. Bo, you look like yeah?
You got it. You got it. I pop in when there's a comment.
Good.
And Michael B said, I think best said was by John Lennon, all we are saying is give peace a chance. I agree. That's why I love you so much.
Thank you. We love you back. And how wonderful for you to mention John Lennon, because I was born on his birthday. And he and I are both dragon years in the Chinese calendar, different dragon years. And I supposedly am the water dragon that represents leaders for the common good. And gosh, I hope so. It's what I aspire to. It's what I try to always keep in my mind and heart, no matter how discouraged I can get, like everyone else I do. Sometimes feel very sad about all the divisiveness in the world, the bullies that think they can intimidate us into compliance, worshiping money instead of meaning, worshiping stuff instead of spiritual kindness. So I'm doing my best to represent what I think is most important. And yes, John Lennon, give peace a chance. Thank you for all that you did to promote what is most important. So let us watch this about 10-minute life of art that Bodhi did and is a work in progress. So go for it.
And you tell me how you want to frame it. You want to be next to it?
Let's do the whole screen for them, because there's audio as well.
Okay, then you will be muted. Do you want that?
Yes, it's got audio, so let's give it the whole screen, and I don't need to say anything during it.
All right.
I'm inspired by and aspire to is about living in balance and appreciation. No matter how our beliefs may differ, on this we can agree. Living in respect for all is paramount. Materials matter, and life is precious.
Clare Cooley's prolific and myriad art forms flow effortlessly, one into another, all spinning around a core of healing expression. My mother is a natural visionary artist with a perspective that benefits us all and the environment. This is why I am inspired to share her and her art with the world. My mom designed and built our exquisite and serene home studio, featured on the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art's gallery-going tours. where she designed and created almost everything.
I made the copper stair rails, towel bars, fireplace screen, hand-painted upholstery, furniture, a set of 202 hand-carved fine china depicting the cranes.
Clare's art has been exhibited in a wide range of venues, from the corporate headquarters of Hewlett-Packard and Chevron to elegant locations like Domaine Chandon and Auberge du Soleil in Napa Valley. Miss Cooley's work was chosen for the juried section of the International Gift Show. Nordstrom's selected her work, and the Red Rose catalog featured it on its cover. Clare has done art demonstrations for the SF Academy of Sciences, won the gold medal for painting at the International Flower and Garden Show, and designed a hand-painted table and cabinet for the SF Designers Showcase House.
My teacher and inspiration has always been nature. When I first began drawing, I drew a gorilla, and when it looked back at me, I fell in love with the medium.
Inspired to paint the cranes, Clare went to the International Crane Foundation in Baraboo, Wisconsin, where she was given the great honor of going into the cranes' enclosures to observe them.
I have a special affinity for the cranes flying over the Himalayas, and being here since the dinosaurs, it's pretty hard to top that. Cranes are a symbol of the connectedness of all life with our environment.
Clare painted, wrote, and designed the Book of Cranes. The Natural World Museum of Art acquired her painting.
My mom never wastes anything. She loves to use what she can find, reuse, recycle.
Her lifelong focus of wasting nothing has made her a master of recreation. Her philosophy, create whatever we can by repurposing healthy local materials, is precisely what the world needs now. Clare conceived, performed, and directed an event for the Napa Valley Arts Council.
Freedom Flight included 90 artists and the community in a performance dedicated to world peace.
She was asked to lead the parade for the Academy of Sciences California exhibit. She performed at Fort Mason for Give Peace a Dance and in Theatre Artaud's Nutcracker. Clare brought her many talents together for the North Beach 50th anniversary celebration, where she skate danced to her own prose and music, while her painting, Eye of the Whale, was on display.
Clare Cooley is a poet and an artist and a teacher and a writer and a dancer and a creativity coach. Very creative woman.
Clare created a multimedia arts curriculum called Dancing into the Arts that she taught to every grade level in the public schools, at several universities, in mental hospitals, rehabilitation centers, juvenile hall, and at teacher, therapist, and nurse trainings. Clare leads creativity retreats, hosts environmental events, and brings her creative spirit
All right, excuse me, everybody. I was sharing the screen and then I slept my computer for a second. So we're gonna fix that. We're gonna pick up right where we left off. Don't worry. Here it is. So let's go back a minute. We might watch a little bit of what we've seen already, but that's okay. One moment. We're getting the sound sorted now. Don't you love it? Here it is. This will get it working.
And at teacher, therapist, and nurse trainings. Claire leads creativity retreats, hosts environmental events, and brings her creative spirit into the community, celebrating all life on our gorgeous home, Earth.
Art is a respectful way to express anything, even our darkest fears. Any emotion expressed stimulates our immune system. Art engenders feelings. Feelings initiate thoughts. Thoughts make us smarter. Art is also a contemplative process that allows thoughts to become wisdom. In my life, all artistic mediums spin together, stories into prose, into painting, music, dance, art to wear, eat, design, and decor. It has been a great honor to be a muse for my mother, my son, stepmother, her husband, sculptors, painters, and photographers. It is joyous and healing, letting inspiration flow through me to others and back again.
Using your own body as part of the composition is like molding clay or texturing line on paper. I believe it just gives you another dimension and another depth.
While in creative reverie, I feel deep serenity, which I try to share with others. Life is art. Art is life. No matter what we do, it is full of creativity. Enjoy and share your imagination. The world needs and deserves it. Join us on a joyous journey into life of art.
All right. Well, it is so heartwarming to see what my son, starting at 16 years old, got the inspiration to do and learned a lot about his art form, movie making, storytelling by doing it. And what two people can achieve if they collaborate, no matter how different we are. And we are very different. Uh, my memoir, obviously, real stories from my life, and his Northport 1999, a fictional reimagining of Duluth, horror, sci-fi, thriller. So we couldn't be more different in our aesthetic, but we help each other every step of the way. And I wish everyone had that, someone that could help them, that had no agenda whatsoever. Their only desire was to help the other person fulfill their dreams. So
Michael B on YouTube said, amazing all this you did and still able to bring another loving soul, Bodhi, into the world.
well, thank you, Michael. And it is perhaps my greatest project is raising Bodhi, and knowing that there is a male that is not misogynistic and racist, sexist, homophobic, any of those terrible limitations to love and peace in the world that that I have helped guide him into being just a good person. And I do not feel sorry for myself that until Bodhi, I did not have a male advocate. I had attracted male fear-based controllers. There's a lot of them in the world, competitive instead of collaborative. But I have that now, and I thoroughly, totally appreciate it. And that's what matters, is not what happens to us, but what we do with it. So what I did with not having that until I raised a male with a male is never stop appreciating it. And that is the greatest gift we can give ourselves, is appreciation. And we can pass it on to those and what we appreciate. So I'm very, very happy about it. So what besides, we showed a little bit of restoring the Emerald Lady. So what the art form that I really spent a lot of time, here's an example of stenciling on clothes, is the stencils, because it's something anyone, no matter what level of creative confidence or experience they have or haven't had, could use on their homes, on their clothes, on hats, on cards. So there's so many uses for them. So that's why I've created 300 stencil designs. So let's show a quick video of that. And remember, today's show is about us creating a promotional piece that will be succinct and comprehensive. So let us show 100 plus stencil ideas, which is about a 5-minute video. And let's give it full screen.
The day is getting on. The market traders pack away their wares. The hour's been and gone. I listen for your footfall on the stairs. I'll never hear your voice. Call up to me again. And love is an addiction that makes better. us all, and I shall take whatever comes my way. A glimmer in the dark attracts my restless eye. A throwaway remark. Your love is like the leaves upon the tree. Someday those leaves will fall, and winter comes to stay. And love is an addiction that makes beggars of us all, and I shall take whatever comes my way. And I saw my old blue coat today. But the cold sick rain, it's not going anywhere. Like me, it's here to stay. I love you like the rain. A million flakes of snow that melt too fast. The cross ties on the rail. You love me like some cold and distant star. I'll never feel your warmth upon my face again. And love is an addiction that makes beggars of us all, and I shall take whatever comes my way.
You can get my stencil designs on my Patreon now to use for your art projects. You can buy them for $3 a piece, or when you become a member for just $5 a month, you'll get all of them for free. There's no commitment and you can cancel anytime. Check it out on patreon.com/Clare Cooley. As a member, you'll get exclusive content and shout-outs at the end of my videos like this. If you're not ready to sign up yet, you can become a free member, a great way to support my work and get notifications about my art and book. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay creative. All right, I'm back. Well, it is wonderful, I have to admit, to see how many different uses for stencils, and there's everything you saw there, the art, the cards, the outfits, all had the 18 flowers stencil designs that are up for Patreon members to get for no additional cost. There will be, I am going to continue with the warblers and wildflowers and the cranes and all the other stuff. The all nature designs, natural designs, they're going to just continue coming out. It's in the life of an artist, there's a lot of different things that you have to do. So I get back into putting those SVGs out very soon. And I will let you know as soon as I can and do. So can we show the next modeling the outfits while I'm still mic'd so I could be talking during it?
Yes. And on YouTube, Michael said, sorry, got a jet. Love you guys. And then Joni said, both videos are brimming with elegance and inspiration. Hi, Joni.
Hey, Joni, thank you. And thanks for being here, Michael. Love you too. And always appreciate hearing your comments and knowing you're there. Thank you. Okay, let's show the modeling the white and black outfits, and I can talk during it, and their little 5-minute video.
Yeah, right now, can I show the black first?
The what?
The black outfits first?
Sure. Okay.
And do you want it to be the full screen and we hear you, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Full screen video, but I'm going to talk during it. So what I want to say about these, every single one of these 50 outfits, 100 different pieces of clothes that I've stenciled, and here you're seeing me modeling some of them, were either purchased at a used store, very economical, or given to me by people that either thought of me when they saw it at a used store, or grew out of it, or changed style. So none of them are new clothing prices. So it's very frugal, fun, fast, frugal fashion. And I love using things that other people might discard or not necessarily see the value or beauty in, to make art to wear out of. Being ecological, putting less in the landfill, being economical, using things. How I started with stenciling was a coat that was a beautiful coat that had a stain on it. And so I gave myself permission to put art over the stain and save the coat from being discarded. And so I've done that on a number of things that get an oil stain you can't get out of the fabric. Just use that as one of the challenges in composing the art that you're going to stencil onto it, or paint, or draw. I've done all of those things with permanent pens, with acrylic paints, which once they're dry, do last. Washings, I wash with cold. I don't use soap. I dry just a teeny bit and then hang it up so that I have to not iron or iron very little. So it also uses less energy if we wash with cold. It also pollutes the water table less if we don't use soap. It also, if we let things line dry or dry in the sun, it uses less energy that way. So I try to be ecological and economical in all my life decisions, not just because I grew up without any economic advantages, and I've had times in my life with no monetary resources, but because I think it is what we need to live in harmony with the environment. And the less we put the ultimate uh, sign of respect or success, the less we put that on money and we put it instead where it should go, which is the way we act, what we do with our time and our energy. So there's the light colored outfit. We see those too? Okay. So we're going to continue including this one. So I love saving things, challenging my imagination, like Sue Spencer. Happy birthday again, Sue, gave me this dress that I put the warblers and wildflowers on. She saw it at a used store and thought of me and dropped it off. So we can stimulate our own imaginations to use what we have instead of think as the advertisements want us to for their profit of their companies, um, that we need to keep buying stuff. We can look around us and see what we have to work with, and it challenge our creativity to use what we have, what we're given, what is economical and healthy and local to work with. And that's what I've always tried to do, use what I have to inspire my creativity and enjoy being in a creative process, stepping into creative flow, or actually medically documented increases our happiness. So good for us and good for the planet. So that maybe we're going to show how I'm going to look at the time. Okay, well, then I guess we'll show one more quick one, the 100 home decor stencil ideas. And I'll talk during it too, and then we'll wrap it up. So these home decor ideas, as you will see, and you've already seen some of, these stencils can be used on clothes, hats, recycle bags that we carry our stuff from the store in instead of adding more to the landfill with our throwaway bags. We can use them on walls, friezes, which you'll see a couple examples in this next video. So there's so many uses of stencils. It looks like it went back to the modeling one.
This is called Hundreds of Stencil Ideas. It has home decor in it.
Okay, let's go for it then. So there's a little, yeah, go for it. And I'll talk in full screen.
All right, I'll mute the video then.
Good. So we're seeing a little bit of how easy the stencils are to create and how many different uses. We're going to see clothing, we've seen cards, we've seen home decor, like we literally cutout stencils. Here's hats, here's cards, stationery, even my book cover. I cut the original, designed the original art from that into stencils. Here's a scarf that has all 18 flowers that are up on Patreon now that I use actually on top of a bed as a duvet cover. And so there's art, there's cards, there's hats, there's bags, there's any kind of clothing from t-shirts to elegant kimono outfits and functional jackets to keep us warm, and any from the most practical to the most elegant clothing, pillows. I've used them on, this is an art piece that goes in my sewing room that was a closet and is now a sewing room. There you go, that showed it. And so there's wall art, there's friezes, cards, stationery, book cover, platters. I've done furniture, standing screens. There's pillows. There's a few standing screens. There's the warblers. So there's so many different uses any one stencil design could have that I felt like, and how easy it is to use them. I thought they were the right thing to offer people, to hopefully encourage them to enjoy their creativity, step into happiness increasing creative flow, and make their home or their wardrobe or gifts or decor for the office or cards, thank you notes, birthday, any celebration. So I thought they were the right thing because there's so many uses and they're so easy and accessible to make lots of. So like I said, I've made 300 designs, 18 are up on Patreon now, and more are coming. Here's my maple leaf and dragonflies. Here's different screens. Here's what I've done with the cellar here. I call it the underground gallery with stenciled fabric over obscuring the pipes, making it look like a much nicer space. The frieze in my bathroom that has, then I use the same stencils on the art pieces in there. And here's the third floor creativity retreat guests bathroom, and that's got a water theme. Here's a platter with fall leaves, and here's fall leaves, dragonflies on frosted glass, so it has a little tooth, cards, clothes, bags, so many uses. And there's pretty much all 300 on the floor there in the Emerald Lady's living room. So that's a real overview of the stencil designs, hoping it helps you give yourself permission to enjoy your creativity and have a fun, frugal, fantastic life. And so I think that's good. There are more videos, but that's enough for today. And really appreciate your help, Bodhi, and everybody. Thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing this with a friend or friends.
Sumner said, wonderful creative choices. Say, here's a suggestion for future stencils. Whales and dolphins. Continued success, says Sumner.
Thank you very, very much. Well, I've done paintings that have whales and dolphins in them. And among my stencil designs are water creatures and seashells and such. So I'm sure whales and dolphins will be in there as well. Thank you for that suggestion.
And Sue Spencer said, thanks so much, Clare Cooley.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Sue. Love you, and love you all for being who you are, and really appreciate you being here. And thank you, and thank you, Bodhi.
Great. And Sue said, fantastic show today. Loved your mosaic type video of all your designs.
Thank you. Thank you. Right.
All right, everybody. If I missed any of your comments on YouTube, Facebook, Patreon, all that stuff, I will make sure that she sees them before next time. We really appreciate the support. It helps us keep going. We love your comments. And let us know what's working. Let us know what you want more of. And check out her Patreon, patreon.com/Clare Cooley.